October, HONK returns to Somerville. More than 50 activist street bands and thousands of radical musicians have come through Davis Square since 2006, and they're coming back again to celebrate the power of brass music to change the world.
These bands use curbs rather than stages, trombones rather than microphones. They play on sidewalks, at political demonstrations, and to support their communities. They fill the streets with horns, bikes, and feet, and they come to Somerville to recharge, meet and play with like-minded musicians, but mainly to have a loud, fun time. All thanks to our community's open arms, warm hospitality, and unyielding commitment to dancing in the streets.
Together, we transform Davis Square into the raucous, radical spectacle we have all come to love, blurring the lines between performers and passers-by, turning every nook and cranny into a performance space full of dancing, smiling, clapping people. And this year, we're expanding our reach even further, inviting 2 new bands from overseas, from Rio de Janeiro, Brazil, and London, England.
Their music and spirit are simply exquisite. This is the first thing we heard about Perhaps Contraption from London, whose music often expresses discontent about the injustices and confusion in the world, while remembering that joy and expression are often the best catalyst for change. And they can sing. Despite being accused of coming from other planets, Rio de Janeiro's Os Siderais assures us that they come in peace. Siderais, meaning side reel, they are astral, of the stars, but also of the streets. They can usually be found occupying the streets of Rio, with a fusion of rock and funk, sharing their contagious vibrations with anyone and everyone who passes by. And we've also invited the original Big 7 Social Club as our special guests to lead this year's HONK Parade. In May of this year, their own Mother's Day Parade, one of many events they hold to celebrate their community in the 7th Ward in New Orleans, came to a halt when gunmen opened fire, injuring 20 people. As a collective stand against gun violence, the OB7 held a second parade that went off without a hitch. As a testament to their bravery, we've asked them to lead us all down Mass Ave this October. We're also very excited to bring back last year's Friday night lantern parades, teaming up with the Puppeteers Cooperative, Arts and Crafts, and Spontaneous Celebrations to host light and lantern-making workshops with kids. We'll mix the softest sounds of HONK with homemade lanterns, blinking bike lights, and the warm welcome of neighbors watching from their front porches around Hodgkins Park. And inspired by previous year's collaborations with youth organizations and music programs all around Boston, we're expanding our outreach to community groups like the Boys and Girls Clubs of America, Wymore, Zoomix, and the Area 4 Coalition to further explore deeply democratic forms of music making as a way of teaching music and inspiring youth activism. But to bring all this music and inspiration to our town, we need your help. We don't pay bands to play at HONK. They come because they love it. And most of them couldn't come at all if we didn't provide them with food, housing, and most importantly, help with their travel expenses. To bring these bands to Somerville, including our new international friends from London and Rio, we need to raise $12,000.
HONK is a volunteer effort and a community collaboration. Local businesses donate food for meals, neighbors share their living rooms with visiting musicians. Graphic designers and web developers, photographers and community organizers, and so many others offer their time and expertise for free. Everyone brings their energy and enthusiasm. And now, we're also asking you to help us raise the money we need to bring these musicians to Somerville. We promise to put every dollar to good use so we can share another amazing weekend with these awe-inspiring musicians, dancers, activists, and friends from all around the world.